Hi, my name is Dan Warner. Thanks for coming to my channel. If you've already been here or are a subscriber, thanks for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Zoom auditions, specifically Zoom auditions with a casting director, and reader on a laptop or computer. We're also going to have a little bonus session where I do, there's another application on your phone where I did an audition. It wasn't Zoom, it was a third-party app that you had to download. And we'll be looking at that a little bit, which gives us a really great insights as to what to do and what not to do. Why should you listen to me on any of these things? I've been a full-time actor for over 20 years. I've done over 80 television shows and films. I've shot over 120 TV commercials, and I've been teaching a commercial acting workshop for over 7 years. So there's that information there. So let's get to it. So we're going to dive right in here. We're going to be talking about Zoom auditions, specifically on the laptop. We're going to be looking at a live audition that I did with a casting director, and a reader. And I'm going to show that to you. I'm going to break it down for you, show you the do's and the don'ts, what to do, what not to do, how to be prepared, and the best way to go about shooting your Zoom audition. The first tip that I have, and that is start setting up earlier than you think you need to. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I've done Zoom before, open the laptop, go to Zoom. You know, it's sort of self-explanatory. However, you will see in some of these clips that, you know, there are a lot of actors who are not tech savvy. And listen, if you're an actor, it doesn't necessarily mean you're tech savvy, but I got news for you. If you're an actor in 2020, you need to figure out how to be tech savvy. And you don't have to be super smart about it, but what you do need to do is learn the ins and outs and the basics of your computer, of Zoom, of third-party apps. I'm trying to remember the name of the third-party app. I'll figure it out and let you know later. But if they have you download a third-party app, you need to be able to figure that out. So spend a little more time in your phone. Spend a little more time in some of these apps. Go to Zoom, download it, have it ready, have everything prepared so that when it comes time, if let's say your Zoom audition is at 3 o'clock and you're like, well, it's 2 now, I should probably get ready because I've got about an hour before my Zoom audition. So you think, well, you know, maybe I'll pick out my wardrobe. That'd be good. Oh, I got a shower. I'll brush my teeth. God, I'm hungry. Maybe I should get something to eat. Next thing you know, it's 30 minutes before your Zoom audition. Then you go on your computer and you realize, some have realized, that maybe, oh, you don't just go to Zoom? Oh, you have to download it. Oh, is it PC or is it Mac? Oh, there's a difference. And then next thing you know, you're scrambling around, you're sweating like a pig. You don't have it, you can't figure out how to download it, or there's something wrong with your computer, you don't have enough memory. Whatever the case may be, start way earlier than you think. Now, if you're already on Zoom, you already have it loaded on your computer, you're one step ahead. This is for people who don't have it ready yet and aren't prepared. Go to Zoom, read up on it. Go to YouTube, look up Zoom and how to work it. They'll tell you exactly how to do it. So be super smart with Zoom, figure out how to do it, be prepared even if you don't have an audition so you know the ins and outs, so when it comes time, like I said, oh, got an hour, not enough time. Now you've got your Zoom thing ready to go and you're like, oh shit, I haven't showered yet. Now you shower. And because you're showering and because you're not thinking about it, you're not really going over the script or your dialogue in your head. And so that goes away. So now you got to reread and rememorize the script, which you should have been doing yesterday or the day before. Now you're showered. You think you got your Zoom thing sorted out. Oh, my wardrobe. Oh, I got to figure out what I'm going to wear. And then what ends up happening is you end up using the phrase good enough. You never want to use the phrase good enough when it comes to your auditions. It's the most important thing you have to do today is your audition. When it comes to wardrobe, you should have your wardrobe picked out the day before. So that's not even an issue. Look at the character, look at the breakdown. Sometimes if it's a commercial audition, they tell you what to wear. They tell you, here's the wardrobe that we suggest. So you find that in your closet or the closest thing to it and use that because it's super important. And when you have the wardrobe done, which is easy to do if you're calm, cool, and collected, and if you have a wardrobe snag, you can fix it because you're doing it the day before. The day before. Day before is good. You never want to log onto your Zoom audition late. I can't stress this enough. Do not, under any circumstances, make them wait for you. You should never, ever, 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 ever make them wait. You should be waiting for them for 15, 10, 5 at the minimum. But 10 or 15 minutes, listen, if you're ready 10 or 15 minutes before, you've got time to go over your script. The computer's set up, everything's set up. This is going to be your environment that you're going to be performing in, so get used to it. Get comfortable in that environment. Do not make them wait. They hate it. Making them wait is awful. So when we're talking about wardrobe and picking your clothes out, again, I said do that the night before. Here's a great thing to also do the night before. Have a checklist. Have a checklist of everything you need. It's easy to do, it's quick, it's simple, and that way you can just check off what you have so you're not doing it the day of or even 30 minutes before you're supposed to do your audition. Your checklist, very simple. Make sure you have a backdrop. Make sure you have good light. Make sure you have good sound. Make sure your script is ready. You're off book. You've got your script memorized. Also, make your choices. Have some choices there. And make several of them. So you have several choices that you're going to make during your audition. Now, I will show you another clip, and this is a little thing that I do that helps me, and that is on your computer. There's a little camera right in the center, on the Macs anyway, and I think the PCs are probably the same. But I can tape my sides. I can tape them right next to the camera on my computer, and my eye line is perfect. Now, I want to be off book, don't get me wrong. I want to have my script memorized. But if I need it, I can glance over there and pick up right where I was unsure. I have my script highlighted, I have just my dialogue. Usually I don't have it there, but if I'm stumbling on one thing over and over again, I'm like, I'm just going to clip this part out, put this right here, either right below my computer, wherever my eye line is. That's where I'm going to keep this little piece of paper so that I can just glance over at it and then go back to the camera. It's just like if I was talking to you and you were the camera for my audition, and I just went here to think of something and then came back to you. Just this little move and then back. I'm just looking at my sides real quick and then I'm back to you. And it doesn't take the viewer, the casting director or the director, it doesn't take them out of my scene. I'm talking to you about stuff and then I go back to you and continue talking to you about the stuff. Does that make sense? So you're here, you're talking, you don't really remember, and then you come back and you finish your sentence. Sometimes you can make it a little dramatic pause. Sometimes you can just keep talking to your, right to where your script is, and then back to the camera. It's just a little trick that I use just in case. I don't normally need it, but if I do, it's there. And I will tell you this, it makes you feel better. It makes you feel more comfortable that you've got that there. It's your little tiny safety net. So, little tip, very important. So, in being prepared, especially at a callback or especially when you're Zooming with, either the casting director or the casting director and a reader, you want to treat it like an in-person audition because it really is. It's just obviously via computer, but They don't have time for people who don't know their stuff. They don't have time for people who are trying to set up. They don't have time for people who don't know their dialogue. Their light's wonky. They can't hear their sound. They've not figured all that out. So treat it like an in-person audition to where you're just ready. And there's no reason, absolutely no reason, why you can't be ready. You get this audition the day before, sometimes 2 days before. It's the most important thing you have to do. Be ready. Just be ready. Know your stuff, have your wardrobe, have your backdrop, have your light, already have it tested out. So when it's time to push, enter, and you're in the waiting room, you're ready to go. They're not waiting. Just be ready. Also, when you're there, don't be afraid to ask questions. I ask questions all the time. I'll ask, am I back far enough? Do you need this to move over? So if the guy comes, am I talking to the guy over here or am I talking to the guy over there? So if you're reading with someone and he's supposed to be standing next to you, do you want me to cheat to the camera, which means cheat my face to the camera lens and talk to him? Or do you want me to make my guy right there? Ask them those questions and they'll say, no, we want you to turn profile, or no, do it right to camera or do it right off camera. They'll tell you. If you have questions, ask. That's perfectly acceptable, for sure. Also, and the last thing, when you're done with your Zoom audition, there's a little red button down at the bottom. If you move your cursor around, there's a little menu that'll pop up at the bottom. Leave this meeting. Make sure you click leave this meeting and end this meeting. Because if you don't click that, and you don't push leave or end this meeting, and you walk off, your camera's still on, the audio's still on. So they can hear everything you do. And they will call you back and say, hey, you're still in the meeting, because they can't turn it off from where they are. You have to turn it off from where you are. So make sure that you leave the meeting, that you end this call. That way, everything else is not being recorded when you go to the bathroom or make a sandwich or make your margarita that you've been dying to have since before the audition started. Okay, so now you're going to watch my Zoom audition. And this is real time. This is exactly how I have it set up. 99% of the time, I get everything ready, usually the day before, like I said. So I'm not rushing around. But you'll get to see exactly what happens. This is live. This is just, I recorded myself in my Zoom audition. And it's kind of how it goes most of the time for me, because I'm just super prepared when it comes to that kind of stuff, because it's what I do for a living. So, without further ado, here you go.
Okay, can you...
Am I far enough back?
Yeah, this is good. You
Okay.
can just say your name and height.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dan Warner. I'm 6'1".
Okay.
Great, Dan. Now, so this is pretty. It's pretty self-explanatory. This
Sure.
guy, Alan, his neighbors can't believe that he's turning his house basically into a racetrack.
Right.
So that's what this spot is all about.
Okay.
And but for him, it's perfectly normal.
Right.
So it's like so other than that, it's however you kind of interpret that, but I think. Do you have any questions or anything?
No, it seems pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
And rolling.
Hey, Val, what's going on?
Hey, morning.
Alan, what's all this?
Oh, that's Jay. He's our bugler. He's going to kick us off today.
Sorry, kick off what?
Oh, it's race day. Well, every day with TVG. I get the most comprehensive access to every race and every track, live right on my phone, computer, or TV. Handicapping tips.
On your right, gentlemen.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Where was I?
Handicapping tips.
Right. Race analysis. Now with TVG, the race is anywhere I am. Go get him, Smith. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's great. That's great. I like that.
Okay.
Dan. I was wondering if we could do one because of this Zoom thing.
Sure.
Normally, Sada would zoom in or something at a certain point.
Uh-huh.
But maybe we could do one a little closer.
Oh, sure.
You're up close to the camera.
Sure.
Would that work?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll just move this.
Okay, whatever works.
How's that?
Yeah, like in there. Yeah, I like that.
What's your-
Yeah.
You want them closer?
Sure. And can you go a little closer? There?
I can go as close as you want.
There you go.
I have learned technology.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
How's that?
Yeah, and then let's just try another. And if anything, it's when you do talk about the technology on your phone,
Uh-huh.
you can kind of show it to Chase. Yeah, see, this is what it is.
Oh,
You
okay.
kind of like, hey, you can kind of demonstrate.
Now, do you want him there or do you want him here when I'm demonstrating?
I think it's better. I think you should look to camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should look to camera or look right to Chase.
Okay, great.
Interact with him.
Sure.
Don't you agree, Emily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay, and we're rolling.
Hey, pal, what's going on?
Hey, good morning.
Alan, what's all this?
Oh, that's Jay. He's our bugler. He's going to kick us off today.
Sorry, kick off what?
It's race day. Well, every day with TVG, I get the most comprehensive access to every race and every track live right here on my phone, on my computer, even my TV. Handicapping tips.
On your right, gentlemen.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Where was I?
Handicapping tips.
Right. Even race analysis. Now with TVG, the race is anywhere I am. Hey, go get him, Smith. Right? Pretty cool. I mean, it's all right there. It's fantastic.
Oh, that was nice, Dan. That was nice.
Okay, good.
So good, yeah. You got this all figured out. You got the green screen and everything.
Well, in light of what's going on, and I've done, maybe a half a dozen of these, I thought, why not be super, super ready? I've been in Zoom waiting rooms where you hear, like, they don't have their audio off, and they can't figure out I'm fortunate that I have a space that I can do this, but there's guys leaning their phone against books. They don't have a tripod, and I thought, why not be super, super ready and try to make your Zoom video as close to the casting video as possible so it doesn't look sort of, wonky or out of sorts. It's like, oh, this is just like, Emily would send me or whatever. So,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Call from Marksman 440.
Listen, since it's so short,
Yeah.
let's try another one.
Sure.
Where we'll play this one like kind of, I don't know. I want to say tough guy or a little bravado.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's like, hey, it's like go with the program.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So we can try that.
I've got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's good.
Okay, and we're rolling.
Hey, pal, what's going on?
Hey, good morning.
Alan, what's all this?
That's Jay. He's our bugler. He's going to kick us off today.
Sorry, kick off what?
It's race day. Every day with TVG is race day. I get the most comprehensive access to every race, every track, live right from my phone, computer, TV, handicapping tips,
On your right, gentlemen.
Oh, sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. Where was I?
Handicapping tips.
Right. Race analysis. Listen, now with TVG, the race is anywhere I am. Go get him, Mike. Mike is fantastic. He's one of my favorites. Great jockey. He's kind of short, but good guy.
Oh, sorry, I cut.
That's good though.
That was good.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Okay, thanks so much.
Okay.
All right, bye. All right, so there you have it. That was it. So pretty straightforward. You know, when he asked me, you know, can you move closer? I was able to move the laptop closer. Sometimes you don't have that option. I understand you might be in a more confined space. Just be prepared for that. Be prepared to move it wherever you think you might be able to move it back or move it forward. Also tilt, sometimes you can tilt your the lid of your laptop and that brings it down or brings it up. You want to try to have it eye level most all of the time for them. And just be as prepared as you can and try to give yourself enough space. I know sometimes it's difficult, but try to give yourself enough space to do that. Oh, here's a quick tip. I happen to have that large table and I put a box on it, then I put my laptop on that, so now it's eye level. If you don't have that set up, here's an idea. Get a music stand. This thing goes up and down. It tilts so it's flat, so you can put your laptop right here, right? It goes up and down. It's simple, it's light, it moves around. You can put it anywhere, you can store it anywhere. They're like 20 or 30 bucks. Music stand, Amazon, easy. It goes all the way up to, like I'm 6'1", yeah. And it goes to my eye level, so it goes up to 6 feet. You know, with your laptop up, you can be super tall and that will still work. You can be short and it'll work because it goes way down. It's super adjustable. It's a fantastic option if you don't have something set to where you can set your laptop or your camera on. So there you have it. Zoom auditions, samples, behind the scenes, all kinds of fun stuff. If you like this video, hit the like button down there. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to have tips and tutorials every week for you guys regarding acting, Zoom auditions, all kinds of on-camera confidence stuff. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please ask them in the comments and questions section below. And I'll see you next week with some other fantastic, fascinating tidbit that will help you book a job that might make you super rich, and then you don't ever have to work or rely on your parents or sleep in your car ever again. That's it. I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm out! Cut! Finish.